All right, so the story you speak of is one night, and this is years ago. This must have been about 4 years ago. I was driving in to do the show, and I had a little battery problem with the car I had. And the battery was not being charged by the alternator. It would hold some juice, but then I would go through the juice as I drove, and it was not being recharged as I drove. And I got like a jump start when it conked out in Studio City. I got a late start as usual, and I was driving down the 10, and it's back when I used to care about this show. And this is many years ago. Right. And I was driving down the 10, and the car crapped out, and the show was going to begin in about 12 minutes. And I was about 2 exits away, standing on the side of the freeway at 9:47 in the evening.
What a feeling.
Car wasn't going anywhere, and I wasn't going anywhere, and I was I thought it was very important that I get here before the show started. I hadn't been doing the show too long, and I thought that's the cardinal sin of radio, not to be here when the mic heats up. Although I do it almost on a nightly basis.
Almost.
Now, back then, I was young and naive, full of piss and vinegar, and I still had the will to live, and it was important for me to get here before the show started. So I ran down the freeway off-ramp, turned right, ran down Overland Boulevard, and ran into a Winchell's Donuts.
Oh, that's right.
And I looked like a crazed madman because I was covered with sweat. My wallet, of course, was not in my pants. It was in my car. And I accosted a nice couple on the outside who was leaving the donut shop. And I said to him, can you drive me? I'm about 2 miles, about a mile from here. Are you leaving? Could you drive me? And they were like a little frightened of me because it was at night. And
when you told them you have your own
sweat.
syndicated radio show.
No, I didn't tell them that.
Okay.
I said, I just need a ride down the street with that. I'm not a murderer. Could I do it? By the way, it's important when you're asking for people for rides not to even bring up murder. You shouldn't bring it up. I learned that now.
Yeah.
And they said, no, we can't give you a ride. Here's $5. Could you call a cab? And I said, now here's where they must have really thought I was nuts. I said, no, I need you to drive me. I need you to drive me. And they said, here, we're not comfortable with that. Here's $5. And I said, no, I don't want $5. Take the $5. No, I don't have time. Well, we can't drive you. I said, okay, keep your $5. And I ran into the whatever. Now, they must have been a little confused. Like, how often do you meet strangers covered with sweat in a parking lot? You try to give them money.
Did you have your hat on?
And they don't take
your
it.
Hair shown?
I was dressed like I normally am.
Okay.
Disheveled.
Yeah.
Slippers, sweatpants, tattered, semen-soaked sweatshirt. So then I run in and two good fellas. I mean, 2 guys that are like right out of Prizzi's Honor or something. These guys are good fellas, are coming out of this thing. And these guys, they look like extras from the Spartans. What am I trying? The Sopranos. These guys really look like the Sopranos guys. And they got a Cadillac, and 89 Eldorado and everything with the blackened windows, and they're getting like cannolis, And I said, hey, can you give me... Hey, get out of here, you jack off. No, seriously, I need a ride. It's about a mile down. You got a joint? No, I don't have a joint. Get out, jack off. I said, no, seriously, fellas, seriously. I do a radio show. The radio show. You do a radio show. Get out of here, you jack off. And his other friend's like, hey, Tony, go ahead, give him a ride. What the hell? I said, oh, please, give me a ride, please. I said, okay, I get in the car with these guys. These are the guys it was ironic that I was begging to get in the car with these guys because these are the guys you'd be begging to get out of the car with if they picked you up. Get in. So you drive me. I said, listen, the show's going to start now. It's going to start in 2.5 minutes. It's straight down Overland. Make a right. We'll just make it. All right. He's driving down, and he stops in front of an apartment building. Uh-oh. And I go, what's going on? What are you doing? I got to bring these cannolis up to my old... I said, no. Just take a minute. I said, no, the radio's got... You got plenty of time. You'll make your radio show. I said, no, I won't make my radio show. It starts at 10. Listen, let me just drop the cannolis off. I said, no. Please drive. He says, what's in it for us? I said, I don't know. What do you do? He had a storefront with one of these soothsaying madams.
Oh my God,
Madam Helen, who read your palm. I said, listen, if you come on the show, you can give the number out for ma'am. Yeah, I could. I said, yeah, come on, just keep driving. So anyway, the guys, they drove me here, and the guys walked in, and we didn't have a guest, and they sat down, and they came on the air, and they're talking about Madam Helen, and the guy gave his phone number out 5 times. I remember it was, it's 310.
Uh-oh.
What is it? What's the prefix? 310. And
they couldn't remember their own. Sounds like driving Miss Daisy to me.
Yeah. So anyway, I did make it on time.
I think
I risked life and limb for the listener.
I think we're due for scabies on a penis call.